Hello there. Now I want to talk about what do you guys think about when you wake up at say 5 a.m. every day and get to sleep at around 10:30. Here's my pussycat, one of Corey, featuring Corey. So my opinion on getting to bed early. Getting to bed at 10:30 is fine, but when you've got a busy schedule in your life, if you haven't got a structured schedule in terms of if you've got a specific routine that you do, and it is, and you're able to get to bed at 10:30, sometimes you just can't every single day. How are you going to do that if you've got, say if you're self-employed and you work from home and you've got home meetings and you get home at about 11, or you get home at 10:30 and what? You're just going to go straight to bed. It's just not possible. You need to wind down for an hour or half an hour. So it's great if you've got that, you're able to do that and go to bed at 10:30. But for me personally, as an entrepreneur, I know that 10:30 is never going to be possible. And getting up at 5 a.m, I can not do that consistently. So, you know, what I like to do is look at times like, say, I put my alarm on for, say, 5 some days, and then other days, depending on where I've been that night, I put on for, say, 6:37. That's a good time. It's still early, and it's not too early. But if you can get up early, it's great to have that consistency where you're going to bed early and getting up earlier. It is great to have that, but we can't always do that. So there's pros and cons to that. My pros on this is that you're more productive in the day. My pros are that you're more productive in the day. You're more, you tend to get more done because you've got more time in the day. And you've got structure, and structure gives you that, when you've got structure, you tend to be more productive and you're more happier in the day. But if you tend to go to sleep, but if you, your cons on these are that you have to get things done before a certain time at night. And if you're self-employed and you've got home meetings, or you've got calls, or you've got trainings, how are you going to get to bed at that time? Because you've done your trainings, you've got overseas trainings considering with your team or potential team when you're doing meetings. And how are you going to structure that and get to bed? You're not going to have any time to breathe, any time to wind down. And if you're not winding down, you end up becoming less productive, in my opinion. So I really think that yes, well, it's great that if you can go to bed early and get up early, but if you're busy and you've got productive activity overseas, if you've got a business that's overseas, well then, you know, I think it's great to have getting up at like 6:37 is okay. Like, it's healthy if you're doing a business. As an entrepreneur, there's never structure. And we can't say that there's always 100% structure. If there is 100% structure, you're Superman. Like, we're not Superman. Or Supergirl or Superwoman. We're not. I'm sorry, but that's just my opinion, and I know that a lot of other people may beg to differ, and other people may agree, but I'd love to know your opinions on that. Let us know in the comments, and let's see. I'd love to see what you think. Thanks, guys. I hope we can have an adult discussion, and I want to see the pros and cons, and I want to see what you guys think. Whether you think it's good, or whether you think it's wrong. Whether you think it's bad. Either way, like, I'm 50-50, but I also know that there's a lot of pros and there's a lot of cons, so, interesting. Just my thought on waking up and going to bed early as an entrepreneur, or just as a human being in general. But, anywho, it's bye from Corey. and myself, Simon Paskew,